Hello, my loves. Welcome to a reading for people with Pisces placements. This is our Capricorn season horoscope reading for those of you with a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or if you just got a lot of Pisces in your chart, welcome. This is going to be not the same as the last horoscope reading. It's going to be essentially a check-in, and I want to make sure that I'm giving a little variety here with these readings so that y'all can get some somatic practices as well as journaling prompts and affirmations too. So I have a card for everything. I have a card for all of those things and decks which support that. I mean, we have a Hack Your Nervous System deck right here, which is, let's see, is that in shadow a little bit? We have the Hack Your Nervous System deck right there, which is 60 evidence-based practices to help alleviate anxiety, reduce stress, and retrain your nervous system. We also have the Soul Truth Self-Awareness deck that we're going to be working with. That's where our journaling prompts or our meditation prompts are going to come from. And then we also have the Super Attractor deck. And that is a great one because the images, the artwork on there is so beautiful. So for you Pisces people, I'm going to make this short and sweet. We have Mood Tarot that is helping us out, that's giving us these messages. And I'm going to flip the cards over for the first time. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got the Fool, who in this deck is the dumbass. The dumbass. We've got the dumbass, who is the Fool, and then that one wanted to be separate from these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Swords and 4 of Wands. Ooh. So we've got the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. 6 is very much like a how can I fix this kind of energy. And for it to be Swords, it almost feels like, Pisces, you're stuck in like a how do I plan for the worst? How do I plan for the best? How do I plan at all? Like, how do I do what I need to do to make sure that I can solve the problem that's in front of me? And the 4 of Wands is giving, like, I don't have enough perspective yet, but I'm really trying. I'm really feeling like I'm in a place of like sort of fighting with this thing that I actually want to solve. So if you're feeling like this contentiousness and it's coming from a place of like, because Wands is about spiritual energy, if it's coming from a place of like, I really care about this thing and that's why I want to solve it so bad, I feel like the solution here is the dumbass. It's you recognizing that it's okay to be new again. It's okay, and it's not only fine, but a good thing for you to come new and come fresh to things as much as possible, as frequently as possible. I have actually taught in a seminar the power of being new, because so many adults, if we take language learning, if we take second language learning, for instance, you'll find that adults have a harder time learning and picking up a language because they're so, not because their brains can't do it, but because the barrier and the filter is other people are going to watch me embarrass myself. Other people are going to see me fuck up. Other people are going to realize I don't know what I'm doing. Other people are going to, I am not prepared, and I'm not used to not knowing this thing. I'm not used to not having some kind of experience with this thing. And adults have a really hard time allowing themselves to be new to be childlike and to be sort of fresh and foolish in their designs. So if you're trying to create the best possible solution and the best possible plan to something that you've been wanting to do that fills your soul with this feeling of like refreshment and abundance and just sets your spirit alight and sets your spirit on fire, but you're not sure that you have what you need to do it the right way, but you know that it still needs a plan and you got to get it done, and you just need to grab everything that's at your disposal to just get the shit done, then you're in that sweet spot where the universe is saying, be new, be a dumbass about it. Let yourself fail. Let yourself be mentally, emotionally, spiritually set up for making mistakes. Just because you're going to make mistakes, and while you're planning, and while you're trying to solve, like, I'm going to make mistakes because I don't know exactly how to approach this and I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Just because you're making mistakes and you're going to make mistakes doesn't mean that you're setting yourself up for failure, and doesn't mean that failure is the inherent, most apparent outcome. It's a success because you tried. It's a success because you did something that clearly meant a lot to you and clearly you want to feel celebratory about, but you need to give yourself permission to invoke the power of being new and being fresh to things. When you see children go after things, they fall so many times. They fail so many times. They make mistakes and they don't see it as failure. The only people who introduce the concept of failure into a child's life is an adult. The only people introducing failure into the mind of a child are grown-ups that are around them. Don't give up. Embrace the power of being new. You can fucking do this. Now, this makes total sense because the card that we have with the journaling prompt here, with the soul growth self-awareness prompt here, is what else could this mean? As in, like, how else could I approach this? What if trying to solve for this thing that I know that I'm not totally prepared for doesn't mean that I suck or that I'm not ready? What else could this mean? It could mean that this is what I'm here to learn. This is the actual intended outcome, not success, not a complete 100% success. Sometimes the intended outcome, sometimes the thing that the universe needs us to experience is a little dose of failure, a little dose of not getting exactly what we want, because it shows us something else that we need. Now, if this feels tough for you, try out a butterfly hug. I love these. This is one of my favorite things. And I'm a Pisces, so this is the shit for me. Hopefully you can take a screenshot of that. I know I have a little bit of shadow on here, but the butterfly hug is where you cross your arms in front of you and place one hand on either side of your chest, fingers touching the tips of your collarbones. You have an option to interlace your thumbs and interlock your thumbs, which is what I like to do when I do it. Begin to alternately and rhythmically tap one hand and then the other on your chest. Slow your breath down as you focus your mind on the sensation of the tapping. Continue until your thoughts clear and you feel more centered. So if you can, take a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, and journal on what else could this mean, and or give yourself a little butterfly hug. Maybe 30 seconds of a butterfly hug, and then 2 to 3 minutes of Maybe it can mean that. Maybe it could mean this. Maybe it could mean that. Maybe it could mean this. Just give yourself as many opportunities for expanding your possibilities as possible, expanding your mind, getting out of that mental place, that mindset where you are stuck, where you're stuck in that boat and you're just having to deal with whatever comes next. So take a few minutes to do that if you can. Pause this video and then come back for these affirmations here, right? So for our affirmations, we have there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Hello, wetness. Hello, Piscean wetness. And then we also have I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Which is just another way of saying, how else could I approach this? What else could this mean? It could mean that I want something so badly and I feel so spiritually, soulfully connected to it and passionate about it, but I'm not committed to the love and the joy aspect that needs to support everything I do. Or else in the outcome, I'm going to have missed out on the journey and the process feeling just as good as getting the thing that I wanted. Sucks to be in that place where you're realizing like, oh, it's my gratitude that's missing. Perspective is missing, gratitude is missing. I still have to do it anyway. It sucks to be in that place unless you're a fool about it. Unless you bring the love and joy and you just appreciate getting to do it at all. Getting to do this life experiment at all. I hope that you take this somatic practice with you. I hope that you try on this journaling prompt or these affirmations. And I hope that you start to be a little easier on yourself because you are just taking it so hard and so personally. And you don't deserve that. You deserve better. And you can give it to yourself, actually. You can give better to yourself. You can decide on better for yourself. And I would love that for you. And for us, hello, I'm talking to myself too because my sun is in Pisces. So I'm right there with you in the same boat. I love you so much. I hope that you subscribe so that you can get the next horoscope reading that's going to be coming out in the next season, Aquarius season. And I hope that you let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. I love you. I appreciate you. You're deserving of all the love you desire. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Mwah.